I think it's running. Oh yeah, no, everything's fine. It's something that I chose to get done. It wasn't necessary. It's just something that I chose to do. So, um, yeah. Stream elements? No, what is it called? Dock? No. What the hell is it called? I tried to get everything set up before stream last week, and we know how well that goes. So, um, what I was trying to get set up is dual streaming. So we'll be streaming live to Twitch and to YouTube, which makes it a lot easier for people to connect with everything. Which, yep, we are streaming live on YouTube. Hell yeah. So people can choose to watch where they want to watch it. So that's nice. But also, that way I don't have to download the VOD and then re-upload it to the YouTube channel. It just will automatically go to the VOD YouTube channel. So, yay. For, editing videos, I do still have to do that, but at least it cuts out one extra step. So that's nice. That's working. Let's get Spirit. Get some music going. Ba 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 bum ba ba dum bum ba. Ba da 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 do da do do do. Okay, so that's running. Turn it down a little bit. Is that good? You can export straight to YouTube from Twitch, right? Yes, I am aware. Unfortunately, Twitch does not like my YouTube channel that is specifically set up for my VODs for whatever reason. So it just won't connect to my VOD channel. I spent about 6 hours fighting it and then gave up the battle. So, yeah, I genuinely don't know what was going on. I just eventually gave up. I was like, cool, we're just going to do this. And then people can watch on YouTube if they want to watch on YouTube, because YouTube watching is a little less weird. Yeah, ad break is starting soon. But after the ad break, we will actually finally be opening up our Riftbound English version of the Arcane promo box. Very excited to open this. Ornn, Leona is my first love. Ornn is the new shiny big toy tank, and Jinx has always been my pet deck of trying to crack Jinx. Don't take that out of context. Of trying to figure out how to make Jinx work. So having a fancy Jinx card makes me happy. But we will open that after this, the ad break. Let me edit this real quick, because unironically that's going to bug me. Legend Ornn, because I really dislike the base Ornn art. Like, this art is so goofy. Hold on. Game. This art is so goofy. I can't. Like, the difference is night and day. What is it called? It's called something. Ground control. That's what it's called. What? Don't look at that. There we go. Yay! Multi-chat is now available. Hopefully it works. You know? We'll see. See if multi-chat works. Ad break ends in 3 minutes. Motherfucker. What am I supposed to do for 3 minutes? All right, well, we'll look at some stuff here. So, unfortunately, Riftbound stats has been a little on the fritz, and has been kind of glitchy. But my guy, I need to chew. Oh, we are dropping frames. Holy. How bad is it? It says excellent. Bitrate is stable. Is this on YouTube? No? YouTube is saying excellent. Maybe they're just bugging out on here? I don't know. Let me know if the stream is running weird. Because it looks like it should be fine. Like, everything on my end is looking fine. But then again, I could just be going crazy. That's so weird. Weird. Yeah, it's saying just dropped frames. Huh. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. If it's bad, let me know. But we will just keep rolling with it and praying that it's fine. We're just gonna pray that it's fine. Cause yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Just waiting. Come on. Ad break end. Ad break end. Ad break is now ended. Yay. Okay. This is what I want to talk about. So, Ornn has gotten close to winning a lot of the city challenges, which I believe are best of one events. Like event information, I'm not sure how city challenges work. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if it's just like you know, not as much of a like intense competition, how it all works. However, we had a city challenge happen in Guangzhou where an Ornn took first place. He was one of 3 Ornns that entered the entire tournament, and he ended up winning. And the deck list is one of the most meme deck lists I've ever fucking seen. So he's got 1 blue Ornn, 2 green Ornns, which is already like, what is happening? We got 2 green Ornns, the Ornn that everybody said was trash. 3 seals, fine. 2 defies, fine. Doran's shield. Okay, so if I see Doran's shield, yep. Okay, there's Tiana Crown Guard. Poro snacks makes sense. I think that's always a 3 of in an Ornn deck. 2 not so fast makes me a little leery, but okay. And then 6 protection, 2 Janna in the main board, which is crazy. 3 wages of pain. My boy with the 3 wages of pain. I love it. 3 find your centers. Not a huge fan of this card, but I understand why it's here. 3 wind walls, 3 spell songers, Shurelya's, 2 consult the past, 2 Tiana Crown Guard. So you're running 5 units. No. 7 units. And then gear and spells. Also, 12 calm runes. Because there is not a single blue spell in this entire deck list. This is entirely green. I mean, yes, technically consult the past and blue Ornn. You get my point, though. This is an entirely green deck. This is a mono green control. This is the equivalent of mono blue control in Magic. Like, this is so funny. And it won. Like, that's the insane thing to me, is that this won against a field of Dravens and Kaisas. So Draven was 5 deck. In the top 8, Draven was 5 decks. Kaisa was 1. Lux was 1. Top 8 was the top 8 of Draven. And then a random Lux that was farming the Dravens. Because hilariously enough, Lux does extremely well into Draven, which I would have never thought that, but it's so funny. And then, you know, the rest of the field is split between Draven, Aurelia, Kaisa, Victor, Ezreal, and then some Rek'Sai. And everything else is like 4 and 5%. With like, you know, a couple of 1-ofs and 2-ofs. Finally went to your first Nexus, so glad you won. It was 3 best of 1s, 10 players total. Everyone's super nice to support them. Actually did really well. Hey, congratulations. Nexus nights are great. Especially like, okay, every community is different. Some communities aren't going to be as welcoming, blah, 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 blah. I have had such great experiences with the Riftbound community. Like, genuinely, just a bunch of amazing people, and I'm so happy to be part of the community because it's great. Like, I love it. I love it so much. Came in second with a Rumble. Hell yeah, Rumble getting it done. So there's a couple of second place finishes in like 100-player tournaments, and then the regional deck list. So I want to look at these real quick and just compare. So we have the meme dream of green control, and this, I played a variation of this last night. I got dog walked. I'm not gonna lie. I got 1 round win against a Kaisa, and that was it. I went against a Kaisa and Draven, and I had a bye. So against Kaisa, was able to grind out game 1 pretty comfortably. Game 2 and 3 were close, but couldn't get across the line. And then against Draven, I got dog walked. And also, like, the quality of the competition at my local Nexus nights are very good. The players that go are very, very good. We have somebody that has just kind of farmed all of the local tournaments and won most of them. We have a couple of people that are going to Vegas and competing and are on that level of actually being able to compete in a regional. And then also, we have some casual people as well, but like the level of practice it's high. Out of 10 of us, only 1 duplicate champion. Oh, that's cool. I think we had 13 people last night, and it was 2 Rumbles, 2 Dravens, 2 Kaisas, Renata, Ornn, Aurelia. Yeah, I think that's everybody. So, I mean, like a couple of 2-ofs, but nothing like crazy. So this is XXT. This is the Shanghai one. This is the one that first got on the map of like winning, like doing well. And this is the meme of you're running 2 Ornns, 2 Tianas, and again, you're just green control. This is a 7-5 split because you're running Premonition for the card draw instead of just relying on Consult the Past. So this is a full green control deck of using Ornn Blacksmith to establish a board presence and have card draw to try to get Shrelia's Requiem, GA, Zonya's Spellsonger, Doran Shield. Not a bad strategy. This is just doing pure card draw. And then what's interesting in the sideboard is he has 2 late game accelerants in the sideboard. So one turn, play Ornn. You have Ornn Tiana on a battlefield. You play Emperor's Divide. You move back, and then you accelerate back in with either a Watch or a Fae Folk. Makes sense. Have like a little bit of an insurance plan. This is the deck list that is the most interesting to me. This is the Fuzhou deck list that got second in the City Challenge. This is a mid-range grind fest deck, and I kind of like it. And this is kind of what I'm basing my current deck list off of. So this is triple blue Ornn, which is insane to me. And then you also have a Azir and a Watcher in your deck list. The 3 drop orders, brother after my own heart. I love it. Single Janna for the tech card. Again, Find Your Center, not my favorite, but I understand why it's there. And then the 2 Sterix Gauges. This card I've gone back and forth on. And let me explain why. And I'll explain why when I get to my deck list. I won't get ahead of myself here. Sideboard, nothing crazy. 2 charms, filling in counter spells, Spellsonger. Forge, the Death Crown is weird because you're only ever proccing off of Forge Fire Cape in this deck list, which dealing 5 damage on attack is good, but it feels kind of like a meme. So I don't know. And then we have this one, which this was the regional, and this was interesting. This is more low to the ground aggressive Ornn, which I kind of don't hate. This is kind of what I was doing with Leona in the last set. Oh, Discord is saying that I'm live. That's nice. But let me pull up what I'm kind of testing right now, and I'll let you guys kind of zoom out on the page. There we go. I'll let you guys look at this really quick because I need to run to the restroom. But this is the current deck list that I am experimenting with, and I will go over my logic why. Okay, so let us talk about the theory and the logic here. This is me still experimenting with Tiana Crown card. Now, I might eventually just completely drop Tiana and go more mid-range Grindfest, like this deck list here, but we will see. And even with this deck list, I would swap 3 Lonely Poros for 3 Pit Crews. Like, even in this deck list, I would swap these Lonely Poros. But I might swap the Apprentice Smiths. Well, Apprentice Smith is a good target for Azir. I don't know. So this deck list is interesting, and this is kind of what I based all like this, and a combination of this is what I based this list on. So we're running the 6 protection. Nothing in the gear should really stand out as being weird. Actually, I did want to make a change to this from last night of thinking about things. Wow, I'm still on Legend. So, Steris Gauge versus World Atlas. Did I play this yet or still cooking? This is similar to what I ran last night. But this exact version of it is not quite the same. So, Steris Gauge versus World Atlas. Sterox is better for combat tricks, better for getting onto battlefields, and better for conquering. World Atlas is better for holding. Because they're one power difference. But World Atlas gives you 2 gold every turn if you hold, which is just way more value in this deck because you're already trying to hold in a not holding favorable meta with the green Ornns. So if you green Ornn, you know, let's say as an example, turn 1 you play Seal of Focus Poro Snack. Cool. You know, Seal of Focus Guardian Angel. Seal of Focus Doran Shield. Cool. You know, Doran Shield Poro Snack. Great. You have 2 gear on the board going into turn 2. And this is assuming that you're going first. And then you have 4 runes up. You have a drop order. You put the drop order down. You play drop order. Accelerate in. Great. Another option is if you're going second, dropping, you know, World Atlas, turn 1. Turn 2, you have more options for what gear you want to play, plus drop order. Yeah, it's a really good combo with drop order. Because then you can put World Atlas on drop order, move them into a battlefield. All of a sudden you have 6 might on a battlefield that's really hard to deal with on turn 2. Like going into turn 3, that's really hard to deal with. Sideboard, I'm still experimenting around with it. We have 2 charms. You know, pulling units in is always a problem against, you know, for, you know, Kaisa decks, Draven decks, Ezreal decks. It's very good against those decks. Not so fast. I only am running 1 main board. Running 2 Defies, or actually no, I'm running no main board. 2 Defies and 2 Wind Walls. And then I think if I need the counter spells, either Emperor's Divide or Find Your Center is getting cut and not as fast goes in. Second Janna, if I really feel like I'm getting beat out on combat. Azir, Thousand-Tailed Watcher, Forgefire Cape, those are all for more pressure decks, token decks, that kind of stuff. So we'll experiment with this deck here in a bit. So we'll just go click play. Also, I kind of want to change that. I want to change the playmat. We're going to find a good image of Old God's Ivern. Save. Save. New playmat time. Playmat. Custom. Oh, I have to... That's right. Because you're not uploading it. You are doing this. You're copying and pasting. Change. I wish the cropping was different. I wish you could change the cropping. But you can't. So I want to see the face. Oh well. There's not going to be a better splash art. Yeah, it's just it's cooked. Sad day. Okay. This music is hilarious. It's so dramatic. Hold this up. There we go. Other thing. We're okay. Is I might have gotten dog walked at Nexus Night, but I had good luck. Aphelios Overnumbered was pulled from my Nexus Night pack. Because my local game store does a really fun thing where when you go, you get a pack for MSRP. Like you can buy an MSRP pack. So for a $5 pack, pulled a $100 card ish. So pretty happy with that. I'm probably just gonna sell it back to the store just so I can have store credit for continuing to go to Nexus Nights. But yeah, it's really pretty. I love this artwork. And if Aphelios ever becomes a champion legend, I might look at rebuying one of these just for that deck. But yeah, really pretty card. I was really happy to pull it. So let us open. I've been waiting for this moment. Oh, my friends. My friends crack me up. All right. Arcane Riftbound. And all of the truly sweaty scalper and collector nerds have just shit themselves. But I'm sorry. Products like this are meant to be opened and enjoyed. Now, I will agree. Oop, that's a little disconcerting. You're like falling out of your slot there. How these are in here are a little concerning. They're kind of jammed in there, not quite very well. I think the Chinese box is a little better. Because the Chinese box, if we can pull this up for comparison, has kind of this situation where then you open it up, you can slide these drawers out. But also the cards, I did see that they're a little bit duller. And I was curious to kind of compare. So it's different foiling, because these have the gold trim on them, whereas the Chinese versions do not. I saw a lot of people whining and whinging about them, but they look great. Like, honestly, they look great. I think the shadows are definitely darker, but the highlights are brighter, so there's more contrast going on. I think Victor is a little bit brighter in the Chinese, but not by much. Also, like, I know it's behind plastic, so it's hard to tell on camera. But yeah. Like I said, Jinx has kind of been my pet deck for a long time, so this will be played in that pet deck as the chosen champion, because I do run purple Jinx. But yeah, when you discard one or more cards, ready me, give me +1 might this turn. It is very foil crinkled. Kind of to be expected, to be honest. But yeah, those are... Yeah, those are nice. Those are pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Whoa, what is going on with the cardboard here? See that? So again, a little disconcerting. Especially since all of these cards are like, I don't know if you can see on the Heimerdinger especially, it's like peeking out above the sleeve, which is a little concerning. So we're just going to push everybody back down in their sleeves. Unfortunately, Caitlyn is still a meme card. Is that just the design of the cardboard is like all fucked up? I think so. Like, if there was a way to give Caitlyn a absolute shit ton of might, then it would be great. But the fact that she's 3 might for 3 in a recycle and then a tap ability, so you can't use her that turn, she has to move to... She has to hold on a battlefield and then she can activate her ability. No. Like, it just, no. And honestly, I might build a Victor deck. I don't know. I've never been a hyper spells control guy, you know, which is really funny because I'm playing Ornn. But yeah. Then this guy. Again, Warwick, I wish he was actually a viable card. But he's not, so that's okay. Yeah, super, super pretty. And I was lucky enough to get this MSRP, so this only cost me, I think, 80 bucks. I say only as it's 6 cards. But, I mean, as an example, Jinx Rebel is like a $92 card on secondary market right now, so I am super happy to have this in my collection. Jinx will definitely see play. If Vi Destructive is used in the Vi decks coming up, I might use her as well. But super, super happy to have this in my collection now. It makes me very, very proud to have both this in English, and in Chinese. I think these are super special. If/when we ever do pull a signature card on stream, I will be getting the Chinese ones graded, put in their little slabs, and so I can mount them on my wall and have them displayed for everyone to see, along with the signature card. But we're still waiting. We're still waiting to pull that signature. You know, it's coming at some point in time. We will get one eventually. It'll happen. That is the first part of the stream. Was opening up that box. And there will be another box before the next set coming, which is the Lunar Revel Aurelia box. That will be super fun to open. I don't know when that's going to get here. I don't know when shipping and all of that is going to be, but we will see. Let us grab my keyboard again, because we want to go full screen. Nope, full screen. Yay! I'm learning from my mistakes. Matchmaking. So we'll try our list here, and we'll see how it runs. Hello. 'Tis in Israel, to be expected. $10 out of 20. Also, I've not eaten anything today, so I've got my breakfast here. 19 out of 20. Jesus. All right. Reveal. Technically, you're supposed to declare if you're going first or second, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. Yep. Okay, so we got a good turn 2. Or turn 3? Yeah, good turn 3. Turn 2. Alright, what we got? Oh, it's laggy. What the hell? Looks like we're dropping frames again. Which hopefully it's not bad on your guys' end. We'll see. I'll rewatch this back and see how it goes. First tap in. Free seal. Tap that first fell songer. Looks fine. Cool. I might stop the YouTube stream and just see if that fixes things, but we'll see. Okay, Ezreal. Discarded Arcane Shift. Interesting. Okay. So I think we just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop border. Enters readied. Raven blue. And I think we save the 1 mana for Defy. Sure. Just want to stupefy, draw 1. That makes sense. Yep. Yeah, I don't know if it's my connection to this guy that's causing TCG Arena to freak out or what's going on. Bellows Breath. Okay. Wages pain. I see. I will tap 1. Tap 1 to play Defy. Double Bellows Breath on fucking drop border. Okay. So pretty sure that dies. I'm just gonna keep pinging this until he deletes it because it was defied. Hey, Ornn content, let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa! The fuck just happened? Why did console just open? Wages was defied, so no gold made. Spell has to resolve. Like, I'm not gonna take my turn until you delete the gold. I'm gonna be petty. If we're gonna practice and play, we're gonna play and practice. Okay. Cool. Why? Why? Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm mentally sound. Like, spell has to resolve. Like, I guess he was just upset that... I guess he was just upset that he had to double Bellows Breath a drop border. And he didn't get his gold from his Wages of Pain to fight? I don't know. I don't know.